want people to believe in their government again. It's important to me that people have faith. Our strength comes from the faith and the confidence of the people who put us in these offices, and I take that very seriously.
She takes that very seriously. That's former Lieutenant Governor, now Governor of New York, Kathy Hochul, officially sworn in today, replacing the sexual harasser, baby killer, dog leaver behind her. How many things can I come up with for this guy? Andrew Cuomo, guilty of sexually harassing. We know at least 11 women, right? Will he face charges? Probably not. Big question, of course, the Democrat now replacing him. Will New Yorkers be any better off? This, as we know, that Hochul is a big on abortion rights and big on more gun control. So, what do New Yorkers have to look forward to under this new Hochul regime? And again, will Cuomo ever, sorry to sound like a teenage girl, pay for his crimes? Nick Langworthy, the chairman of New York GOP, joining us once again to discuss both those matters. Nick, thanks for coming back on the program. So you know, I'm sure, Ms. Hochul a lot better than we do. What do New Yorkers have to look forward to under this new regime?
Well, Dan, thanks for having me back. I mean, what I have been telling people around the state, I've known Kathy Hochul for many years, as we both hail from Buffalo. But if you like Kirsten Gillibrand and what she brings to government, you'll love Kathy Hochul. I mean, here's someone that has absolutely no core nucleus as to what they stand for. Every issue is malleable. Let's remember, Kathy Hochul, like Kirsten Gillibrand, was someone that, when she was seeking a seat in Congress, was endorsed by the National Rifle Association. The minute that she gets chosen as lieutenant governor, she throws those values, and whatever she filled out on that NRA questionnaire, she threw that by the wayside so that she could cozy up with Andrew Cuomo and the gun grabbers. That is what we deal with Kathy Hochul. She will be the chameleon that the Democratic Party in New York wants her to be.
Wow, I had no clue. The NRA actually endorsed her. Well, I know I've seen that form before. When I ran years ago for Congress, I filled one out. And I did not know that she had that endorsement. That's crazy, because we've played sound bites from her in the past talking about taking away certain guns and gun rights. Pretty interesting. I want to ask you about Cuomo, because we know the Democrats now, the spineless Democrats in Albany, have walked away from the impeachment proceedings and they're in charge. So unless a miracle happens, you folks in the GOP really don't have any course of action to take him to task and hold his feet to the fire on any of these charges, whether it be the sexual harassment, the special treatment for his family members during COVID, the lockdowns in the nursing homes that killed grandmas and grandpas, and, oh, by the way, using public resources, taxpayer cash, to have his staff help him write his book that he made $5.1 million on. And I think the last one I forgot, not illegal, but, well, maybe it is. He left his dog behind at the mansion. Anyway, I just like to throw those all out because it just shows what a big jerk he is. And my question, because a lot of people want to know, will he ever pay for any of this?
Well, our saving grace here is several district attorneys across the state have taken the reports from the Attorney General and are launching real criminal investigations. The Attorney General was not given the authority to make that a criminal investigation. She only could, use that for civil purposes. I think he will face civil lawsuits also from his victims. But what we need to come forward is this investigation, this wide-ranging investigation that the state assembly should have led to the governor's impeachment. That report needs to come out. The taxpayers have already paid the bill. We deserve to know what's in it, because there are administration officials, even though he's left office, there are administration officials that remain now members of the Hochul administration. We need to know what their role was in all of these crimes that were committed in the families of the nursing home victims during COVID. They deserve some justice. They deserve the facts. And if there are people that serve in government today that are responsible for these many crimes that you listed, they need to be named and they need to be held accountable, just like Andrew Cuomo does. So we deserve more answers. The cowards that run our New York State Assembly and Senate in Albany need to release the facts. We have already paid the bill for this investigation. Give the people the results.
Yeah, and I recall hearing those Democrats, when all this was going down, saying, oh, we're going to impeach him. we're taking him to task. We're going to do it. Obviously, there was an 11th hour deal cut behind closed doors on that, Sunday evening. And then when he came out 2-3 Mondays ago and resigned, that was probably the backdoor deal, right? We won't move forward, but you resign and you can take your millions and get off scot-free. That's the way it looks to me on the surface, is the way it went down with these Democrats.
The governor kept his pension, and he rode off into the sunset. I mean, I've never seen someone resigning in disgrace that refused to leave the stage. He kept having press conferences and act like he was a magnanimous hero, leaving us and saving us from some divisive period. This was simply a trial about his behavior. This wasn't an episode of anyone else's involvement. This was him. And he refused to accept that accountability and, in fact, attacked his accusers on the way out the door. I mean, this took a special kind of narcissist. I mean, but he's an actor, but he did lose his Emmy today.
Thank you. I saw that a little bit before we came on the air with you here, that the Academy pulled his Emmy. Aw, boo-hoo. I got a few. They're in storage. I'll give him one. They're just bookends. I mean, no offense to the, Arts and whatever Academy, but your little golden medal after you give a clown like that one, I don't put much stock in the ones I won over the last 20-some years. Matter of fact, they're probably just being used as paperweights right now. But I am glad to see that they actually, especially that woke crowd, came out and pulled his Emmy. Nick Langworthy, New York, GOP chairman, thank you so much. By the way, can you let us know, we had Andrew Giuliani yesterday on the air, and a lot of animal lovers that watch this program want to know if Captain got rescued yet. So Andrew's looking into it for us. Can you find out if somebody's rescuing the governor's dog since he abandoned it at the mansion, which I'm pretty sure in New York, I know in California, that is a misdemeanor when you abandon your pet.
Cuomo claims he took the dog with him finally.
But two state troopers said he didn't and was asking around who wants the dog. I'm going to believe the guys in blue over Cuomo.
We'll find out if the dog bites Kathy Hochul. I don't know.
It needs to bite somebody. Maybe it'll bite Cuomo in the crotch. Anyway, that'll maybe stop his sexual harassing for a while. Nick, thank you so much for coming on the program. Appreciate it.
Dan.
Yep, you take care.